everybody. Welcome to another video by Liminal Spaces. So, it's our anniversary week, and Chris has gone over his top 10 videos from the year based strictly on number of views. And now I'm going to go over my top 10 videos of the year based strictly on views. And this is kind of a fun way to look at it. I'm not sure what it indicates, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know if anybody truly understands the way YouTube determines what videos it should show to whom and that kind of stuff. But it is kind of a fun way to see the ups and downs that we've had through the year. Because of course, no matter what reason you create a channel for, you do want it to be successful, of course, you know. We made this channel just for fun because we wanted to just talk about these things. So the amount of success that we've had is stunning, to be perfectly honest. I've had a couple other YouTube channels. I was happy to get 10 views on a video, you know. Like this is, and I don't understand why. That's the craziest thing. I'm not sure why I could put a video up on one channel and then create this channel, transfer the video over early on in the channel's life, and have it do 15 times as well. You know, it's weird. It's very, very weird. But it's fun to talk about and fun to look at. So I'm just going to go over these so that we have the list. And hopefully in the future we'll be able to somehow weirdly learn from it. And I do understand, of course, if we got super clickbaity and we tried to make everything into a controversy, of course we could get more views. But luckily for us, I feel like we're just doing things that we love. We don't want to go down that road, because I think always trying to push the negative so hard could really have an effect on a person. So number 10 for me is Dune Part 2. Of course, we went and saw the film Dune Part 2, had a blast. We saw it in IMAX, and at that moment I kind of realized, wow, watching this on my television is not quite going to be as cool because they're going to cut off the top and the bottom of these shots. And of course the director's aware of that. You know, they're not going to put anything massively important at the very top of the screen because they know for most people, I shouldn't say most people, for everyone who watches it later, that's going to be gone. You know, the IMAX version is like movies used to be back in the 70s. You went and saw it in the theater, and then you never saw it again. It was gone. It was like theater, you know. Unfortunately, that's not true anymore, except for this IMAX experience. But that's why I created the video, Dune Part 2 is IMAX Destroying Home Media. And that got 1,184 views. The title, I'm pretty sure had a little bit, well, I'm guessing, because we honestly don't know. I think the title had a little bit to do with the success, I guess you could say, of that video, right? I mean, it did well. For me, it did really well. It's one of my top 10 videos ever, right? So I feel like the title, because it could seem kind of clickbaity, but to be honest with you, that's a legitimate question that I have, right? What's going to happen? People have already started asking for the IMAX version on their home media. And then they're going to see the black bars on the right side and the left side of their screen. And the people who don't understand that IMAX is a different shape are going to be freaked out because they've got black bars on the left side. They're going to wonder why they're missing half the movie. And I don't know, it's a weird subject. And having already gone through it in the 80s, I don't feel like going through it again. So number 9. Number 9 is Philip K. Dick Stability. And this, straight up, I believe, is just because it's a Philip K. Dick story. The title, I literally called it Philip K. Dick Stability. That's it. And you guys know I'm reading the Philip K. Dick collection of short stories and just doing a video for each story. And this one just happened to catch. I have no clue why. It's so weird. This one had 1,469 views, right? And I've done probably 30 of those. And there's a good 3 on this top 10 list. But what's the difference between these 3 and the other 25 or however many I've done? This one I really don't know because the title is so bland. Philip K. Dick, Stability. And I want to put Philip K. Dick in the title, of course, so that if anybody's searching for Philip K. Dick, they find this video. And I really do wish that YouTube would show videos that have Philip K. Dick in the title to anyone who searched for Philip K. Dick in the past. But I don't believe that it does that, to be perfectly honest with you. It's weird. There are Philip K. Dick videos, of course, that have millions of views. And I don't believe that everyone who watched that video got this video on their screen as a possibility that they might enjoy. I'm not sure how the thing works. And I'm not saying it doesn't work. You know, I'm not here to complain about why we can't get views, because that's not true at all. Like I've said, these are more views than I've ever had. This channel is incredible. In a year, what this channel's done is incredible, but I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I don't get how it works. So next up is a deep dive into the greatest sci-fi film ever made. Of course, I'm talking about Blade Runner. I had a thumbnail of Rachel up there, of course. I imagine that it's the fact that I didn't say Blade Runner, but it is a picture of Rachel. I think most people who love sci-fi movies, I think, knew it was Blade Runner. Once again, I just don't know. That got 1,523 views, which is great. I love that. So then we get to my Dark City video. I really enjoy the film Dark City. Rewatching it, I realized that the director was doing something different than they've ever done before and ever did since. So I got a little bit clickbaity in the title. I said bad ripoff or great movie. And it got 1,683 views. And I do think it was the clickbaitiness of that might have driven that up a bit. And I do also believe that I think that director was dabbling in something that he may not have truly understood. But it is a good film. I do like the movie. Quite a bit, in fact. So that's number 7. Bad ripoff or great movie. So number 6. Did this story create this time travel trope? The Skull by Philip K. Dick. So this is another Philip K. Dick. This is a super long title, but I think asking that question was kind of important because this got 1,779 views. And of course, it's the story where the guy goes back in time in order to murder somebody, but realizes that the person that he's going back in time to murder is him because of what he does when he goes back in time, right? It's a brilliant story. And it's old enough that I do believe it's possible that Philip K. Dick literally created that trope, you know? So it's pretty cool. I think this one is straight up legit, and I think that it got the views that it deserved to get. So that's very cool. All right, top 5. Here we go. The most influential sci-fi story of all time. That might be a tiny bit clickbaity because I didn't put the title of the story. It's Isaac Asimov. I think it's Runaround, right? It's the story where they have to go try to fix the robot that they've made that's just running in a circle, right? So they have to put on their spacesuits and go out in space riding these other robots. The thing that's so influential about it that I talk about in the video is that I believe this story created the concept that your computer only does what you tell it to. And I think we've all been told that at one point in time or another when we get frustrated with a computer and we're like, why is it doing this? Right? And you've got IT on the line, or you've got somebody who knows about computers sitting with you and they're going to explain to you it's doing that because you told it to do that. It only does what you tell it to. And that got 1,982 views. So number 4 is Star Trek Season 2, Episode 3 of Strange New Worlds. It's called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which of course is a quote from Shakespeare, from Macbeth. And it got 2,082 views. I'm really glad that one of the Strange New Worlds episodes has made it into my top 10. I'm really worried about that show. I love that show. For me personally, it's the best sci-fi show we have on television right now. But I'm worried about it because Paramount's not giving it the drive that they need to give it in order to keep the hype up, keep the episodes coming out, in order to truly get people addicted to the show. I think they've let the thing die. They've got another season coming sometime, maybe 2025 now, I guess. I'm worried about it because they don't seem to care, which is just way too bad. Also, I feel like they need more sci-fi in their Strange New Worlds show. I'd like to see more Strange New Worlds in Strange New Worlds, of course. But this is an incredible episode. It really is good. It's a time travel episode. Star Trek does that, so it's fine. Time travel is not my favorite because, of course, you kill off a bunch of people and then just go back to the normal timeline and it didn't matter. But everybody feels sad for some weird reason. But this episode handles it very well. I think it's a good episode. All right, so the top three now. Number 3, Isaac Asimov's Little Lost Robot. So this got 2,333 views. This is slightly clickbaity. I keep saying that, but I do honestly believe the things that I'm saying. The reason I say that is because I criticize the characters in this video. I talk about how the story's good, the ideas are good, but the characters are just not well represented in this video. And I do honestly believe that. So it's not clickbaity, it's controversial, perhaps, although I think most of the planet would agree with what I'm saying. But for our specific audience, it can be hard to hear things like this didn't age well. You know what I mean? And I don't try to present it in a way that is just there to make people mad. I'm not here to just make our audience mad because that's just stupid. You know what I mean? But this one pushes a tiny bit, I think. And I do think that's part of the reason that it got the views that it got, because it got 2,330 views. And it is a good story. It really is. I like Isaac Asimov. All right, so number 2. This is another really long title. An incredible sci-fi writer tries his hand at Star Trek and creates one of the best episodes. So this, of course, is about the Planet Killer episode. It got 2,586 views. I think the fact that we didn't put the episode's name and the writer's name in the title helped with the views. So people who were just wondering, wow, which one are they talking about, would click on it. But it is an excellent episode. And I think from the picture of the thumbnail, anyone who knows old Star Trek, this is the original series, of course, anyone who knows old Star Trek is going to know what episode I'm talking about. And this is weird because honestly, I feel like this is probably kind of actually my number 1 video, because the next video is just so out there. The next one is called Philip K. Dick, The Gun, okay? And it's Philip K. Dick, which I love. I love that Philip K. Dick does well, right? But this got 38,780 views. This is like literally 10 times more popular than anything I've ever done. And I have no clue why. Title's completely boring. It does say Philip K. Dick, which is cool, but I have a ton of videos that say Philip K. Dick, right? Why did this one just explode? It's called The Gun. Maybe the title, The Gun, I don't know. The thumbnail would be the only thing I could guess. The cover, we just used the cover of the Sci-Fi magazine, of course. But the cover of the Sci-Fi magazine has a woman floating through space with a gun, right? So maybe that's it. I don't know. I have no clue what made this. And this happened really early for us, which was really inspiring for us, right? This is an old video, and it just exploded. Like, I think for a time we were thinking nothing will ever top The Gun. Nothing we ever do could ever top The Gun. And now The Gun's number 3 for us. Chris has 2 videos that blew it out of the water. I don't know. I don't know what happened with this. This channel, I feel like, should be resting around the 2,000 to 3,000 views. Like, those should be our top 10. But we have these crazy outlier videos, and I love them, and I'm really thankful for them, and it really helped us. But it also put us in a weird spot because we got subscribers from those videos that I don't think are really invested in the channel. I know that's a really strange thing to say, but I feel like when something really takes off like that, people just subscribe because they had fun in that moment. But when another video from that channel pops up, I think they don't really notice it. And I could be totally wrong about this. Once again, I don't understand how this works. But it's very strange to have a channel that has 16,000 subscribers and make a video that gets 300 views. You know what I mean? Why would that happen? And I do have to say, I have channels that I have subscribed to that I used to really like, and I'd watch their videos, but I haven't watched them in a long time. That happens, of course. You know what I mean? And sometimes I have to go through and be like, why am I still subscribed to that? You know? Like, I totally get it, but at the same time, it's weird because it's only been a year. I don't know. The whole thing is really confusing and strange. But I do have to say, it's also much bigger than I ever thought it would be. Honestly. Compared to my other channels, it's insane. It's insane how much bigger this channel is than the others. All right, so that's my top 10 videos for the year according to views. This is a strange video. I feel kind of weird about making it, but at the same time, it's fun. You know, it's weird to just look at it and go, why? Why did that happen? Well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, do make sure to subscribe because we do have a lot more, and check it out and have a great day.